The Miami Hurricanes have an opportunity to change this narrative about their football program, and that starts this week at fall camp.
You are Locked On Canes, your daily podcast on the Miami Hurricanes, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I am Alex Donno, University of Miami alumnus, co-host of Locked On ACC and writer from allhurricanes.com. And thank you so much for making Locked On Canes your first listen and your first watch today. We're available free wherever you get your podcasts. We're free on YouTube. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Make every moment more. As playoffs wind down, the sports stop sporting like we want them to. But this summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right. There's something for everyone every day all summer long. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. I know that we had an episode last week when Mario Cristobal, Cam Ward, Kiko Mauinoa, Jalen Rivers joined us. I called that the most loaded Locked On Canes episode ever. We're going to top that today. Now, when I open up talking about that narrative, the narrative that I speak of, I hear this a lot from the FSU fans who have been trolling in our YouTube comments lately, like, y'all are the offseason champs again. You added Cam Ward, you had all these transfers, you bought all these players. All you're going to do is go 7-5 again. We went 13-0. We made championship rings. You hear a lot of that. The offseason champ narrative. Okay, it's obviously low-hanging fruit for the people who went up to that diploma factory of a school up in Tallahassee, but obviously there's something to that where over the last 20 years, we've seen Miami Hurricanes football teams of the past underachieve, not live up to expectations. This particular group, I would like to believe, and I do believe based on their actions and their words so far, that they're focused on the hard work. They're not focused on the hype, but that needs to be proven on the field. And one of the ways that they're going to have to get that proven on the field is we're about a month away from the opening game on August 31st against Florida is you've got a lot of talented newcomers who need to gel together. And on this episode of Locked On Canes, folks, I mentioned Media Day. We're going to be sitting down on this episode with a lot of great new faces on this Miami Hurricanes team, including Damien Martinez, star running back, Sam Brown, transfer wide receiver, Tyler Barron and Simeon Barrow on the defense. Also talented returning players like Xavier Restrepo and Ruben Hurricane Bain. And I cannot wait, folks, to share these conversations with you because this is a talented group of Miami Hurricanes players, talented group of individuals who are excited to come together as a team. And hopefully they not only meet the expectations this year, they shatter those expectations. With Damien Martinez, University of Miami running back. Damien, you arrived in Miami in June. What have been your impressions so far on the school, the area?
Different from Oregon for sure, the weather, everything. But no, Miami's cool. It's been a smooth transition, just getting around the team more. Fall camp's going to start, so just getting closer with the guys on the field. We've been doing team events off the field. So, yeah, just ready to put everything together and get ready for the season.
Yeah, tell me about any off-season workouts you've been able to do since you've been down here. Who have you had a chance to work out with?
Yeah, well, when I first got down here, I was still doing schools at Oregon, online classes or whatever. So I was just training like Jonathan Taylor, some people seen that.
I heard about that.
Training with Jonathan Taylor, but I've been around here this last month because I started school here. So I've been here doing the workouts with the team, getting close with the team. Yeah.
Talk to me about those Jonathan Taylor workouts. He's one of the best in the world, and he speaks very highly of you, which is great. What have you learned from him?
Just what work really is, what it looks like, just honing in on every detail when it comes to learning something, just as far as mechanics, everything. Like, he's just really detailed. It helps him play faster. So I think just that, for sure, just learning from him what work is and how to be detailed about everything you do. Little things matter, for sure.
I can only imagine how many schools wanted you when you were in the transfer portal. So why Miami? Why did you decide this was the spot?
Everybody sees it for itself. This offense will be explosive as can be. That's really all it was. Just joke. I was driven in by the offense and what I could do with this offense. Yeah.
You had a good offensive line in Oregon State. You're obviously going to have a very good one here in Miami. What are your impressions so far of the O-line, and what do you think you can get done behind those guys?
I mean, they're huge. I mean, everybody sees them. You know, the way Coach Maribal has them coached up and just the details he has to help them play faster, I think it'll help me, you know, just it's a lot more vertical and everything. So, yeah, I'm ready to get behind this line in training camp and see what I can do.
Yeah, I had a chance a while back to talk with Mark Fletcher, who's your new teammate now, and obviously it's not even just Fletch. There's 6 talented backs in the room right now, but people look at the two of you guys, your size, your power. Talk to me about the type of 1-2 punch that you guys can develop.
I mean, you know, we're both big backs, so 6 foot, 230, 220. But yeah, no, teams are really definitely going to have to deal with this all quarter, you know, coming to hit us, make a tackle every play. But even then, we got Chris Johnson in the backfield too, you know, speedster, 10-2 guy in the 100. And we got Jordan Lau right next to me, you know, just. We got Chris Humphrey too, you know, AJ Allen. Everybody in the room is ready. So I think that's just the biggest part is making sure we're all, you know, like a brotherhood, tight, close knit, and just making sure we're all ready to go. Because you know, one guy goes down, the next is up. So you just gotta make sure, you know, pick off where the ball is rolling.
I think one of the things that it's going to make Miami's offense so dangerous is the fact that you guys will be able to kind of dictate the style of play, right? You can be a power running team. You can be a vertical team with Cam Ward. Yeah, I'm sure you've had a chance to work out and chat with Ward. What do you expect from your starting quarterback this year?
I mean, he's a vocal leader. You know, he's on us every day. I mean, we did like player-led like walkthroughs or whatever, and just going against the defense. Even then, like we're not even in fall camp yet, and he's kind of, you know, just on us. Like we want to be the number 1 offense. So he's definitely a leader. You know, vocal leader. But I think everybody's just ready. We all kind of see how explosive this offense can be. So even y'all, I mean, we got 4 almost 1,000-yard receivers. We got back in my opinion, number 1 back in the country. But yeah, no, I think we're definitely gonna be ready. And the offensive line, everyone's ready. Just training camp, we got to put all the pieces together and it'll come.
Do you have any personal goals for the season coming up?
Personal goals, not on top of my head, but you know, just want to show the best of my ability and what I can do this season. Have the best season I've had.
Yeah. Have you had a chance, I'm sure, to play the video game so far, the EA College Football 25?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the only game I played since it dropped. I haven't even thought about touching another game, especially, you know, having myself in the game. It's been a dream since I was a kid. So, yeah, no, it's definitely fun. It's the best game I played.
I appreciate your time, man. Welcome to Miami, and best of luck with training camp starting. Miami Hurricanes transfer wide receiver Sam Brown. So, Sam, when did you get to town, and what have been your experiences so far?
I reported probably I would say 3 months ago. It's been lovely. I'm just glad to be around the team. You know, it's new to me. Coming from Houston to Miami, it's just the diversity is amazing over here. I'm glad to be closer to home too. Also.
I saw you had a chance to work out with Cam Ward even before you arrived. Have you had a chance to do more workouts since you've been here?
Yeah, of course. That little workout was just, you know, it wasn't no recruiting pitch or nothing like that. It was just more so he got a little quarterback coach in Houston, and at that time I was in the portal, so I was just, you know, getting good work with a good quarterback.
You know, you played for Shannon Dawson in Houston a couple years ago. You get to reunite here in Miami. What is it about this offense and about Coach Dawson that really fits your skill set?
Yeah, that played a part of my decision also. Just that playing with Tank Dell, I seen the uses of where I was available, and that's the availability that needs to be captured in Miami offense. So, you know, he got my best interest, I got his best interest. So I just know I can play hard for him, and he'll push me either way I need to be pushed.
You know, you mentioned playing with Tank Dell in Houston. You got some talented teammates this year you're joining, like Xavier, Restrepo, and Jacoby George. What are your impressions about other guys who are going to be in that receiving core with you?
Man, the receiver room, we ready to go. I feel like we too deep. We ready. Like, it's going to be a long season, so we need everybody starting tomorrow training camp. Like, we need everybody to go to ASAP, like, because it's gonna be it's the new world. It's gonna be a long season, so we need fresh bodies, fresh legs everywhere.
Nick kind of touched on it, but just, you know, what's the adjustment process like since you got here? What were the biggest reasons that you decided to come down to Miami?
The biggest reason was just quarterback play, of course, stability with the O-line, OC wise, you know what I'm saying, just the uses of where I come, not necessarily coming in to being the man, but being another guy that's in the room that's explosive, you know what I'm saying? Like bringing something that they didn't have. And then also just coming back closer to home. That was my biggest thing for real. Like I'm able for my friends to come to the game. My family always made it to my games, but it's just more of a shorter distance for them.
And just how much you're looking forward to, the first game, opening in the swamp and everything. I mean, looking forward to putting on the Hurricanes uniform for the first time. How much are you looking forward to that?
I'm for sure looking forward to it, but I'm focused on training camp right now. I got to prove myself before I even get to looking at my opponent. I got to prove myself and to the team before we get to the game time.
And change yourself, totally different on the more fun side of things with the new video game. I know you weren't in it yet. I know you said you're trying to get into it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get in.
How much have you played it so far?
I play it every day. I don't care. I play even though I'm not in the game, I just play Madden Ultimate Team. You know, so I just create my own team.
Who's your favorite player to play with?
It might be biased, but I like, of course, the Ohio State running back, the spin. Of course, him.
We'll have a lot more coverage coming up from Miami Hurricanes Media Day as they're about to kick off training camp, heading into that August 31st matchup with the Florida Gators. We're only getting started. We're nowhere near done on this brand new episode of Locked On Canes. You want to keep it locked. And I already know you're keeping it locked to FanDuel. Guys, I love sports so much, and we've gotten through the summer with our international soccer bets, our MLS, our Olympic bets going on right now, but football's almost back. We're less than a month away from college football. We're just over a month away from the Miami Hurricanes debuting this upcoming season, and this summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right. There's something for everyone, every day, all summer long. You can already lock in your action. Miami Hurricanes -3 at Florida. You can lock in over or under 9.5 wins for this coming season. You could lock in Miami at +450 to win the ACC this year. Head over to FanDuel.com and start making the most out of your summer. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Thank you so much for making this episode of Locked On Canes your first listen and your first watch today. For your second listen, make sure you check out Locked On ACC. Kenton Gibbs and I, we talk about the entire conference, football previews. We talk about the lawsuits with Florida State and Clemson, conference realignment. Make sure you make Locked On ACC your second listen. Now, let's get more out at Media Day.
Miami Hurricanes tight end Elijah Arroyo with us. First of all, Elijah, how you feeling physically? You've been through a lot.
I feel great. It's the best I felt, going into a college season. So I'm ready.
Yeah, I had a chance to speak last week with Cam Ward at ACC Media Days, and he shouted you out as the guy who's like the most under-the-radar person in the playmaker room, and that you can really step out this year. Talk about your experience with Ward so far and the chemistry you guys are building.
I mean, shoot, it's really easy with, having a quarterback like him. He can kind of do it all. But, I feel like, as long as we both work hard, we're on the same page, everything's going to work out.
The tight end room, just in terms of receptions last year, was quiet. I know you were hurt for most of last year, but do you feel like your room, because there's a lot of talent, do you guys feel like you have something to prove this year?
Yeah, I don't really think anybody's worried about last year. We know, the talent that we have in our room, and we are aware of, what we can accomplish, and, we're just trying to go out and get that.
How you feeling heading into first day of practice this week?
I feel great. I'm excited. Yeah, shoot. I haven't been able to play a full season in 2 years, so I'm ready.
Talk to me. I saw you making a lot of plays in spring. Talk to me about how that went for you and just how good it felt not only to be back, fully healthy, but to be able to connect with someone like Ward and some of your new teammates.
Oh, it was great. Being able to be back out there with the guys. I feel like it was just a big confidence boost. Being able to get back out there and just be with my teammates and being out there, making plays. But yeah, it was a great time, being able to compete with everybody.
There's another Elijah in the tight end room who was the talk of spring. Talk to me about Mr. Lofton, what you see from him.
He's going to be a problem, definitely. He's a dog. Yeah, can do it all, yeah.
How about Riley Williams, who got some burn last year, and he's heading into his second year now?
Hey, he looks good, too. He's putting it all together. He got to play a lot last year. And, I think we're going to be able to build off that. He's going to have a great year this year, too.
not only having new offensive teammates, like a new quarterback, but the continuity of being able to go into your second year with Coach Dawson and Coach Woodle coaching your room. How do you guys feel? Do you feel more comfortable heading into the second year of this offense?
Yeah, I definitely feel more stable in the offense. We're kind of getting more comfortable with everything, all the plays, and also he's going into year 2, so we're able to add some more things to our playbook.
Elijah, I'm happy you're feeling well, and I want to wish you best of luck and have a great camp coming up.
Thank you.
Xavier Restrepo, heading into your final season at Miami, and I think this is going to be the best team you've played on here. That's my opinion. I hope you share it, but talk to me about your receiver core around you.
For sure. I mean, we are so dangerous and we are so deep in the receiver room that there's really no fall-offs between, first string, second string. I feel like we have a great thing going. A lot of guys understanding football more and a lot of guys becoming more mature. I feel like, those receiver rooms destined to have a great year this year.
Have you had a chance to work out with and get to know Sam Brown since he arrived?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Me and Sam Brown have, hung out a couple times, and again, that guy's just electric. Talk about electric. He could take the top of a defense like this, so definitely a great addition to have on our team, and excited to have him.
I don't think just like the receiving numbers from the tight end room last year were indicative of how good they can be this year. Talk to me about that unit and how they can complement you guys.
For sure. Again, having Arroyo back and having new guys in the room like Riley Williams and Elijah Lofton, and then having old guys that have played football like Cam McCormick. It's just such a blessing, because those guys could definitely help us. We have some amazing athletes in the tight end room, and just excited to see their production this year.
You've been able to spend a lot of time with Cam Ward since he arrived in January. You went through spring together. Talk to me about the chemistry you guys have built and how you can bring out the most out of each other.
For sure. Me and him obviously could get a whole lot better connection. We've only been together, for 6 months, 7 months. So I feel like with our connection growing, with our chemistry growing, we can do some real good things.
You're one of the leaders on this team. What are you guys' goals heading into this upcoming season?
Just keep the main thing. Don't get distracted. Leave all distractions outside the building, and anything that doesn't make you better at football, just take it out of your lifestyle, honestly.
Xavier Restrepo, thank you so much.
Yes, sir, I appreciate you.
Miami Hurricanes defensive back Mish Powell with us. Mish, you transferred over from Washington. What have been your impressions so far in the University of Miami?
It's been great. Love the competition. I'm just loving the atmosphere. Loving the coaching staff, the players. Everything has been 12 out of 10. Amazing.
What's it like in practice to be able to go up against a guy like Xavier Restrepo and to be able to go up against Cam Ward throwing passes? I know the phrase that gets used down here a lot is iron sharpens iron. Mm-hmm. The opportunity to be able to practice against guys like that and make each other better.
Just kind of like you said it, iron sharpens iron. Going against guys with NFL talent like Xavier, he's going to be a really good player in the NFL. Cam Ward, same thing. So, it's kind of just preparing for what's best. I see that as a really, elite duo, the best duo in the country. So, if I, get to go against that every day, I know going against other games will be a lot easier.
You're one of the upperclassmen on this defense, and you also, you played for a national championship last year. So have you taken on a leadership role in this defense for this year?
Most definitely. I kind of, worked my way in slowly, but, started to kind of, take in leadership roles and, just earning the guys' trust. I think that's the biggest thing when becoming a leader. People have to be able to trust you and, trust what you do on and off the field. So that's the things that I've really been focusing on for the most part, just getting the guys on board and, having them understand, how good we can be and, just overall, what this season can go for, how far we can go.
You've got plenty of versatility for where you can play in the defensive backfield. What role, whether it be safety or nickel or a combination of both, do you expect to play this year?
I expect to play, whatever they want me to play. But, the main two spots are nickel and free safety. A little bit of back safety as well. But, I play corner, so I can slide out there and play corner. But Coach Xavier wants me to play nose guard, then I'm going to be a nose guard. So, whatever the team wants me to do to be successful, I'm going to do it.
Miami has a very highly touted defensive front. How much pressure does it take off the DBs to have a front seven like this team has?
Oh, it's amazing. It makes it so much easier. Quarterbacks, they got to get the ball out fast. So, if I'm at
free safety, I know quarterbacks are making quick reads, easy breaks, easy plays made. I know throws aren't going to be as sharp and as dialed when you have pressure on you. So, it's more opportunities for us to make plays.
When you were looking for a new school to transfer to, what was it ultimately about Miami where you decided this was the place you needed to be?
I would say the biggest thing was, the history here, but then also just the coaching staff, going against Coach Cristobal when he was at Oregon, understanding the type of teams that he had there and how, dominant they were. I got my fair share of them beating us. So I knew and understood, what his purpose was. I know he was a winner. That's all he's coming to do is to win. And then on my visit, meeting Coach Guidry, having just an immediate relationship with him and, getting insight from other coaches that coach under him and telling me, how great he is as a coach. And then, once stepping on campus, just meeting the guys, I think overall, once I made that decision to sign here, I knew it would be perfect.
Mish Powell, best of luck in training camp and with the season coming up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, we're not done yet. More from Miami Hurricanes Media Day coming your way next. You want to keep it locked right here on this brand new episode of Locked On Canes. And I hope you're keeping it locked to the Ibotta app. Guys, you're going to get cash back on things you'd be buying anyway. This app is a game changer and a lifesaver, my friends. It's summertime. It's barbecue season. Stock up on all your grilling favorites. Earn cash back on every purchase when you use Ibotta. So you won't have to choose between burgers or hot dogs. You can get them both. Ibotta is a free app that lets you earn cash back every time you shop. Earn on hundreds of items from groceries, beauty supplies, even toys, so you can make sure you're beating inflation no matter what you're purchasing. The average Ibotta user earns $256 per year. That could cover the cost of an entire shopping trip, that flight you've been eyeing, or the fancy dinner that you've been craving. You could save on over 2,400 brands and shop at over 1,000 retailers, including your favorite grocery stores, Lowe's, Macy's, Sephora, Best Buy, and so much more. It's time you join the over 50 million users who use Ibotta to earn cash back every time they shop. Right now, Ibotta is offering our listeners $5 just for trying Ibotta using the code LOCKEDONCollege when you register. Just go to the App Store or Google Play Store, download the free Ibotta app, start earning cash back with our code LOCKEDONCollege. The app is spelled IBOTTA in the Google Play or App Store and use code LOCKEDONCollege. We're also proudly brought to you by Factor Meals. Guys, I'm getting back into optimal shape. I'm getting the fuel and nutrition I need, the balanced meals with Factor. Fuel up with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-created meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals, I should say, with 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week. You'll always have new flavors to explore with Factor. Crush your wellness goals with dietitian-approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. Enjoy effortless support to your lifestyle. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well-balanced. And guys, these take 2 minutes to prepare. It's incredible. Head to factormeals.com/LockedOnCollege and use code LockedOnCollege50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code LockedOnCollege50 at factormeals.com/LockedOnCollege50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active at Factor Meals. Thank you so much for making Locked On Canes your first listen and your first watch today. For the everydayers, you want to take your everydayer experience to the next level, sign up and become a Locked On Canes insider. I include the link in the show description below. You get text messages directly from my phone to your phone, breaking news, one-on-one questions and answers, show updates. Try it free for 14 days. Then if you like it, you can opt in for $4.99 a month. We give you a lot of added value on there on the Locked On Canes Insiders chat. Now, more from Media Day. Simeon Barrow, Alex Donno from Locked On Canes. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So what have been your impressions so far, coming here from Michigan State, not only of the team, but of the city and the university?
Man, it's cool. I'm from New York, so it reminds me of New York with just better weather, man. But sure, I love the team. They just great guys and building great chemistry with each other. And overall, I just love it. I just love it here, man.
Talk to me about your goals on the defensive line this year. Before I hopped in, I heard you say something about bully ball. Talk about that a little bit.
Man, I want us all to play bully ball, man. I just want to build a chemistry with the guys, and I want us all to succeed, and we want to win a natty, man. That's the whole accomplishment of this. We want to win a natty. All right, when the team wins, everybody wins. So that's my mindset.
And you're talented. You've got a talented cast around you. How good can Miami's defensive line be this year?
Be the best, man. That's what we're striving to. We want to be the best, man. And we're probably not taking nothing less than that. We want to be the best. So I feel like we're going to be pretty great. We just got to build more chemistry and be like this, man. That's it.
Talk to me about your defensive line coaches. You got Jason Taylor with the gold jacket. You got Joe Salavea, who also has NFL experience. What have been your impressions so far? Great,
man. They taught me a lot of new things. I've been playing college ball for 3 years, man, and I learned a lot of new stuff from them. So I feel like they're great. They're great with the guys. Everybody loves them, and sure, I feel like they're going to take us to the next level.
Are you ready for the humidity down here?
I'll be good. I got a great mindset, man, so I feel like I'll be straight.
What is your size right now?
6'3", 289.
Okay. Yeah. Is that what you played at Michigan State?
Yeah, I played between 285 to 292. I'll be in that range.
Describe, I was going to say, can you describe your style at defensive tackle? How
well,
you try to play?
Shoot, aggressive, quick, fast, and man. Hey, man, I don't know. Look, when you cut on the film, what you think? It's not about what I think. You know what I mean?
You've mentioned the phrase bully ball a few times. How would you define bully ball?
Moving the man up on his wheel, man. That's what we want to do. We want to reset the line of scrimmage every play, matter it's pass or run. We want to show who the kids is and who the men.
Tyler Barron, Miami Hurricanes transfer pass rusher. First of all, Tyler, when you made your decision on where you wanted to land, what was it about Miami where you just decided this was the spot for you?
Just being here with guys like the in the D-line room, just being able to play with them, I think it's really big for me. And really just the culture. I really like the culture here, and I think it's going to be a really, really great year.
There's a lot of talent playing with you on that defensive line. You know, you're sitting next to Ruben Bain to your left, Simeon Barrow to your right. What does it mean to have this much talent, and what are your expectations for the rest of the D-line room?
I think expectations for everybody is really high. I think we all try to uplift each other and just try to push each other. But having guys like that is imperative, and I think it really makes the D-line better, not just to be the only one.
Talk to me about your impressions of Lance Guidry's defense, of your defensive line coaches, and what role you expect to play on the D-line here.
Coach Guidry, I think he does a really good job of mixing things up. I think this year we'll be able to do a lot of different things just with the amount of talent we have. So I think it's going to be really a really exciting year for the defense.
Talk to me about your play style and what role you expect to play.
For me as a player, I think I'm a big play guy. I think I make a lot of exciting plays, live in the backfield. So I think I just want to bring that down to Coral Gables and keep it there.
What are your impressions on Coral Gables so far?
It's a great town. I mean, really, I'm a kind of put-away guy, so it's just been good to be able to get by the water or anything like that, so it's just been fun.
Talk to me about any off-season workouts you've been able to do since you got down here, and who have you had a chance to work out with?
I mean, I've been working out with my same trainer, Marcus Howard. He's out of Atlanta, so just staying tapped in with him and just fine-tuning my skills.
Do you have any personal goals for fall camp, which starts this week?
Just to be a pro, just as much as I can, just how I approach it, how I take care of my body, how I work and practice, just be the best me I can be.
Awesome. Tyler Barron, thank you so much, man, and welcome to the U.
Thank you.
Justin Scott with us, freshman Miami Hurricanes defensive lineman. Justin, you arrived here in the summer. What have been your impressions so far of the university and of the team?
Yeah, I love it down here. I already knew what to expect. I visited here multiple times throughout high school, and I got just a lot of close friends that go here, so I'm just around the University of Miami all the time. So just coming in, I'm loving it. It's everything what I expected, yeah.
What have you managed to do so far during the summer in terms of workouts? Who have you had a chance to get together with down here?
Yeah, it's just grinding them summer workouts and, on the weekends, just getting my own work in. So that's really all it is right now, yeah.
You play with, you're going to be playing with a lot of talented players on this defensive line. Who do you think you can really learn from, and who do you look up to this year?
Yeah, definitely Ahmad Moten and Joshua Horton. them just being two, nose tackles and the 3 techs just being here before me, and just when it comes to learning the playbook, those are like really guys that I look to.
And kind of on that note, how do you envision your role on this defensive line?
Yeah, just coming in and kind of being that 3 tech, that can move, just move around, being that guy who can kind of just play wherever on the D line, wherever they need me, wherever they need me at. So just versatile, yeah.
Are you ready for the humidity that you're going to be facing with the heat down here for practice?
Yeah. The summer been hot, so yeah, I think I'm pretty ready.
You talked earlier about having a lot of friends here in Miami and stuff like that. I'm sure that was part of it, but when you ultimately decided you wanted to commit and sign with Miami, why did you decide that University of Miami and the Miami Hurricanes was the spot for you?
Yeah, Mario Cristobal, Coach JT, Coach Joe, Coach Dennis Smith, all of them just always recruiting me, always checking in on me and my family, making sure we're okay. Just knowing that they really needed me here and really wanted me here. So yeah.
You mentioned Jason Taylor, of course, the Hall of Famer who you're going to be coached by here. Were you able to watch him growing up? Were you too young to watch Jason Taylor?
I'm too young to watch him. Yeah.
But you knew when you saw that gold jacket, you figured out who he is.
Yeah, and just on my official visit, when I seen his name in Hard Rock, knowing that he's one of them guys. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, Justin Scott. Welcome to the U, and best of luck this coming season.
Thank you.
Guys, that was a lot of fun, and we're going to have more interviews dropping on our YouTube channel and on our audio feed here at Locked On Canes. So thank you so much for making us your first listen and your first watch. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button if you're watching us on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your pods, and make sure you make Locked On ACC your second listen today. Kenton Gibbs and I take you around the conference. A lot of football previews going on this time of year. So we will talk to you again next time right here on another episode of Locked On Canes, part of the awesome Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.